Hey guys, what's up? I'm JB Whiteboy,
And I'm Danny Girl XO.
and this is the first video up on Long Distance Vloggers. Made the channel today, and we're already putting up the first video. I'm pretty excited. If you're wondering about the quality at the moment and why my face can be moved around all over hers at the moment, that sounds weird. Don't take that one out of context. Um, it's because, like the title of our channel would suggest, we're in a long distance relationship. 878.9 miles apart right now. I live in Virginia and she lives in Florida. So we thought we'd make this channel for all of you guys to show you that the stereotype isn't true. Long distance does work. We're living proof of it. So some days I'll be down here in the bottom corner for Skype, and some days she will be. Who knows? But yeah. Also, if you want to go check out our channels, mine is JB Whiteboy, youtube.com/JB Whiteboy. Hers is youtube.com/DannyGirlXO. And I just talked a lot. Holy shit.
Yes, you did. Okay,
All right.
guess what we're doing today.
Okay.
So I was researching earlier trying to find different things that we could do, and I found like this huge long questions. Like there's 90 questions. We won't do all 90 questions. And you basically introduce ourselves and then start talking as like couples. Like the questions start getting like more like in depth as it goes on. So you can say the first question.
Okay, well, also just quick note, if there's like a jump cut every 10 minutes or so, or this is split up into videos like every 10 minutes, it's because this is Bandai Cam and I can only do a 10-minute video at the moment.
Okay, we better hurry up. Let's go.
All right. So, question one. Introduce yourselves. What are your names, ages, and what do you both look like?
Well,
Well, hi, Danny.
hi, Josh.
I'm a 65-year-old female.
And I'm a 3-year-old male.
Okay, good. I think this relationship's gonna work out just fine. No, I'm a 17-year-old male, and of course you know this because we've been dating for a year.
Yes, and I'm an 18-year-old female because, I like younger men. Come on.
Cougar.
All right. Well,
Like,
you guys know what we look like.
yeah, it's a video. By the way, the video just lagged a little bit, but whatever. Not a big deal. Okay. All
Okay.
right.
Do you know where we both live and how far apart we are? Because he just explained that earlier. There's
Right.
no time difference, which is thankfully amazing.
Time difference would suck.
Oh my gosh, it'd be so bad, especially since I like to stay up late,
Oh
and
my
then
God.
you'd always be sleeping.
I'm sorry. I've been going to sleep later than you a lot lately.
Well, that's
So
because you were just here, so now I'm trying to catch up on my sleep. Okay, moving on. How long have we been together? We've officially now been together one
for
year in like 2 weeks. One
one
week?
year and 1, 2, 3, 7, 1 year and 10 days.
Okay, 1 year and 10 days. Yes, we finally reached the 1 year. Ooh,
1 year in
maybe.
a long distance relationship. All those motherfuckers said this wouldn't happen. Look at us now.
What was your first impression of him?
All right.
Okay,
So what was your first impression of me, babe?
that you were you were kind of creeper, but at the same time really hot because he was like you could like feel his eyes on the back of my head for like ever, and I'm standing in a lazy river like what the fuck, and I turn around and I'm like oh okay he's pretty damn cute, but Jesus why are you staring at me so much? That was my impression. What about you, babe?
Oh, great. The entire internet knows I'm a creeper. Okay.
At least I
Well,
haven't called 911 yet, so at least I like creepers, right?
I'm not sure that's a good thing. Okay. So anyway, my first impression of you was, oh my God, look at that girl. Like legitimately, that was my first impression. There was nothing more to it. It was, oh my God, look at that girl.
Damn.
And yeah, that was literally my first impression. The first impression when we actually started talking of her was that she was like really smart, and at the same time she was really flirty, and she seemed
Yep.
really natural with it. And I was
Yep.
like, okay,
I'm
okay,
naturally a flirty person, even when we're dating. I just
yes,
when
you
I'm just
are.
a flirt. Okay, so the next one is how did you meet?
Go.
Tell us your story.
You go.
Okay.
You tell it much better than I do.
Okay. Well, it was last year in July. I had just finished some classes during the summer for college, and I was so excited to be going on like a tiny vacation. And my brother's friends from New York were in town, and they were at this Wyndham called Bonnet Creek in Orlando. So we were invited for the day. It was a Sunday, and we went to the lazy river because I love just swimming laps in lazy rivers because they're really exciting. But yeah,
The
and
lazy river is exciting. That's kind of a contradiction, isn't it?
exciting because I can just keep going and going and going. But yeah. And like I said a little bit ago, like I felt someone staring at me, and I'm like, the hell? So I turn around and I'm like, oh, okay, you can stare at me all you want. What's
Well, I
up?
guess that makes it so I'm not a creeper.
Well, you kind of were a creeper, like you were staring
Yeah,
at me.
yeah, I know.
But yeah, so I kind of started playing with him a little bit. Like I look at him and then turn around and start swimming ahead, kind of like
Mhm.
playing cat and mouse with him because I'm a
Yeah,
sort of person. That's what I
you
like
were.
doing. And then out of nowhere, he gets out of Lazy River. I'm kind of sad because I thought he was like leaving, but he was like, "I am going to the Lazy River." No,
Hot tub.
hot tub, yes.
Yeah, I said that like 100% point
Yeah.
blank, out loud, very loud, and I said it when she was swimming right past me, and I was hoping she'd hear it and on her own will get up and come into the hot tub. That way I knew, oh,
The
this chick's
funny
actually
thing,
kind of interested. Nice.
I had to like look at my little brother, who at the time was 10, and I was like, "Do I go or do I stay?" Because he's basically like my little buddy, so I didn't know. And he was like, "No, you should do it, Danny. He's pretty good looking. You should do it." I was like, "Okay, I'll trust you." So like I walked into the hot tub and I kind of sat down and I was like, I was the first one to say something, and I was like, "Hi,
Oh,
I'm
you were.
Danny."
Granted, you didn't really give me a chance to say anything
Really, I kind
either.
of sat there. I was kind of like, "Okay, hi,
Uh-uh.
my name is Danny," and you're
You
like, "I'm
walked in and I said hi,
like."
and then you sat down and there was a minute of awkward silence, and then it was, "Hi, my name is Danny."
Okay, sure. But I
Yeah, I
did
said
say
hi
something
when you
first.
walked
And then
in.
you said it, and then Ian, and then we just started conversing back and forth. And I just remember, like, please don't let him be out of town. Please don't let him be out of town. He's like, I'm from Virginia. And I'm like, damn it.
Yeah.
And he's like, where are you from? I'm like, here. I'm from here.
Which kind of confused me at first. I'm like, why is a person who lives in Florida going to a resort in Florida?
Well, now you know now because we never get out or go anywhere. So,
Hmm.
yeah.
Yes.
So that's basically the first story of, like, us meeting.
Yeah, and then about 4 minutes later, she has to leave, and I don't
No,
see her
not 4
again.
minutes. It was at least 10 minutes.
It might have been 10 minutes.
It was like 10 minutes, and then they were like, we have to go, and I'm stalling and stalling because, alright, I was smitten because he was attractive as hell. And I was like, okay, I
Was?
was
Did
like,
something change with my beautiful face?
I licked him, and I was like, I'll be back Thursday. And he was like, okay, I'll see you Thursday, and I'm like, okay. And I kind of left, and I just kept looking at the hot tub, and he didn't know it, but I kept just looking at him when I was
No, I
walking
knew
away.
it.
No, you didn't. You
Yeah, I
didn't know.
did. I knew it. I noticed.
Shut up. Okay.
I felt your eyes in the back of my
Oh,
head.
fine, I'm a creeper too now. Okay. So the next question is you, babe.
All right, let's see. Which one are we on?
How often do you see each other in person?
We have seen each other for a total of 14 days.
Really?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, I guess so.
14 days. 3,
times.
5,
Last
7.
time. Wow, only 14 days and over 365 days in a
Yeah,
relationship.
let me go ahead and pull my calculator up because Bandicam is great and it will actually record the calculator here. Just kind of look at this real quick and don't worry about what the 3,742 number was. That's a story for later. All right, so we've been dating for 300, let's just say 365 days, and we've seen each other 14 times.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what number I just found out. I just
All you have to do
divided
is
them.
subtract
Oh
365.
yeah, why did I divide?
Oh my gosh. I love you to death, but
All right, well we have 351 days that we haven't seen each other.
that's great.
But hey, we have 336 hours together out of the number I'm not about to tell you.
Yeah, it just
I'm gonna move the calculator off to the side before I do this so that nobody knows what number I find out here.
okay. So the next question is, what was it like to talk? What?
That's a big number.
Okay.
Anyway, okay. What was the next
What was
question
it
here?
like the first time you two talked, like in person in the hot tub, or like actually dating?
I'm gonna say probably like in the hot tub because that was the first time that we talked.
Okay, I'll say my part and then you say your part. How excited? Okay, I was kind of like unnerving. Like,
Yeah, because I'm such a fucking creeper.
no, I was nervous.
God, I look
because
white as hell right now.
I'll be honest, I liked guys, but I really wasn't conversing with any since I had moved from New York to Florida. So I
By
was
the
like,
way, she moved from New York to Florida a few years ago.
and so I didn't have lots of people I talked to, and like you were the first really attractive guy that I was actually really attractive to in a really long time. So I was so nervous, even though I'm really flirty.
Yes. Yeah,
I was,
you are.
I hid the nervous really well because I'm just good at that.
You
But I
did
was
a good
so
job of that.
And I just kept like talking and talking because I don't know. I like talking to him. It's pretty easy to talk to him.
Yes, we found that out. Okay. I honestly like I had no clue what I was doing. Like it's kind of the same whenever I'm talking to you or whenever I'm around you. I just don't know what the hell I'm doing. It's all just flow of consciousness. To be honest, I don't remember a lot of that conversation. That's why I said it was 4 minutes because I don't remember a lot of it.
Gotcha.
Because it's all just like, oh, pretty girl, talk now. And it's kind of been that way every time that we've seen each other. It's, oh, Danny's here, talk now. You know, it's never really been, okay, let me think about what I'm gonna say. It's always been like flow of consciousness. Here's what I'm saying. But so what it felt like, I guess, was just like it wasn't really a feeling. It was kind of just like talk, 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 do something, make yourself look important, you know, impress this girl, please, you need to. Yeah. Okay, so day 8 or question 8, not day, what not day. Do you two have a song or a song that reminds you of the other person right now?
Okay, well technically we have four songs.
Okay,
The
I know
first
3.
song-
What do you mean 4?
Well, I'll explain it to you. The first song we ever really dedicated to each other was "Hooked on a Feeling" by Blue Suede,
Right.
and that was our
Ugachaka.
song until prom, my
Which
prom,
and
which
prom was only 2 months before our 1 year anniversary, so
and we were dancing, and this one song came on called "Amazed" by Lone Star, and we just started singing it to each other when we were dancing, and it just, I don't know, it just kind of seemed like a really good song to us.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then when he was recently here, there was a song by Megan Trainor, "Like I'm Going to Lose You," and he just started dancing with me in the kitchen
Right. Okay.
out of
Okay.
nowhere. And the funny thing is, my mom always said that if a man can dance with you in your kitchen, then he's a keeper. And I never told Josh that I wanted someone to dance with me in my kitchen, and he started doing it. So now
Mhm.
every time I hear that song by her, I always think about him dancing in my kitchen and how, he is the perfect person for me. The fourth one, that one's ours. Like, you guys don't get to hear about that.
That one is special for
Yeah.
many, many reasons.
Yes.
All
And
right.
stop being perverted, you little fucks. Okay?
Yeah, come on, guys.
Alright.
What are your favorite pictures of each other? Well, I guess we can kind of pull them up for right now. I mean,
Well,
you can pull them up, but that'll take time.
yeah. Or we could just explain. Like, my favorite picture is the one we recently took on our anniversary.
Yes. My favorite picture of her, because it says of each other, so my favorite picture of her is actually when she was. That's her favorite picture of me alone. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
my school photo from a year ago. By the way, I ordered you one of my senior pics, so
Oh, that's awesome.
the one that you liked.
Ooh.
My favorite picture of her actually is when she was graduating for her AA. When she's got this picture, and she's got it herself holding her AA, and she's in a blue dress, and I love that dress. She's in a blue dress, and she just looks amazing, and it's like everything that she's worked for basically a year at that point, and I really like that picture of her.
You have to show me that one later.
You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
It's not ringing a bell.
Okay, I'll show you.
Okay.
Let's skip question 10 for right now.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we can talk about that.
Things about your partner. Okay, I'll go first.
Okay, yeah.
He's obsessed with bacon to the point where he has like PJ pants that have bacon on them. Okay?
I have lounging pants that say bacon. They're so comfortable though. Oh my god.
He's so ticklish on his stomach. It is ridiculously cute.
No comment. No comment there.
He has this ring that his grandpa wears him. That his grandpa, yeah, he wears it all the time. And when we first met, he always had to take it off, but he always forgot to take it off. So when we were hanging out that Sunday, and then I saw him again that Thursday, he's like, "Crap, I have to take the ring off. Crap, I have to take the ring off." And it started getting really cute to the point where I started reminding him to take the ring off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
2 more. Let's see.
2 more. 2 more. I'm having fun with this. 2 more. Let's go. Come on. Come on.
Something random. He has a nerd shelf in his room. And it's so cute. Like, most girls would find that so unattractive, but I'm a dork, and I find it so cute. And they're all like little Power Rangers, and they're living.
Oh, great! Tell the entire world that one.
And it's
tell the entire fucking world that one.
Oh, and then his whole room is basically dedicated a shrine to me.
Yeah.
There's pictures of me everywhere, and it's really cute.
I printed out every picture that we took while I was down there for prom, and I put it up in my room.
Yes. Okay, your turn.
Let's see. 5 random things. She loves changing her hair color. She loves it, and like it's adorable every time. And then like 2 months after she changes it, she's like, "I want to go back to my old hair," or "I want new hair again," and it's something different. And I'm like, just. Yeah. Stay with your hair for a while, baby.
It's been blue tipped, and then it was purple, pink, and blue tipped, and then it was purple.
And then it was blue.
Straight all blue. Like,
and then there was that like 3 weeks where it was blonde for a little bit. And then we got the red hair, which she has now.
And I've been sticking with my red hair for almost 3 months now. And I'm quite proud of myself. I actually like it. Because I've always considered myself as a feisty redhead because my natural hair color has red in it, and I'm a ginger, so I get down with my like sassy ginger roots.
Yeah, there's my next fact. She is freaking sassy as hell. Oh my god. Oh my god. Fights with her when she goes into sassy mode, and we have arguments. Oh my god, it's terrible. Plus, she's a writer. Number 3, she's a writer, so I get the sassy mixed with the writer, and I'm like, what you're saying is so beautiful, and I don't have a retort now because that was so beautiful. Number 4. She almost every day that we Skype, we'll pop on Skype and she'll say, "Ew, I don't look good." And she looks good every day. Hell, even before we started this, she had to go and change her clothes and put her hair up.
Thanks, babe. Thanks.
You threw me under the bus a few minutes ago.
I did not. Now I was going to know that I had to look good for this. I was wearing...
You already looked good for this.
I was wearing PJs. No, I'm not wearing PJs.
You look fine.
That's the fact that I'm still wearing PJ pants, but besides that...
Okay, look, the only reason I'm wearing a polo is I came from work.
Yeah, no, you probably smell really bad too.
Damn it.
Last
the fifth thing before we get on a tangent here. The 5th thing. She's really like kind of outrageous too. Like, she does outrageous things that, some of them I would never even think to do. Like, I mean, I've done outrageous things before. I've walked through the drive-through line in a McDonald's and forced them to give me a free 6-piece chicken McNuggets to be able to get out of the walk-through line. And it worked, and it was funny because it was at midnight.
What outrageous things have I done?
You just do outrageous things all the time, like stuff I would never think to do.
Like what?
Like, we'll just be texting normally one day, and then just randomly it's like, I'm going to the beach now. Okay, and then it's like, just randomly, like 30 minutes later, I'm going to go on a jet ski now. Okay, and then like an hour after that, I'm getting on the paddleboard now. Okay. And then like 2 hours after that, it's like, okay, I'm home now. Okay, cool. Oh, wait, no, watching a movie. Okay.
Oh, question 12. How did you tell your family and friends about your relationship?
Whoa.
Stay supportive. What about your partner? Well, I'll go first.
You sure you want to go first with this one?
Yeah. I have to say, and I'll be honest, when I first started dating him, I was kind of afraid to tell my mom because she's my only parent.
You were afraid to tell your mom? You didn't tell your mom until after you told me you loved me.
That was like a month.
Still.
I had told my mom that I liked you, and she knew that you were in my life, and that, we were close like that. I just never told her that we were dating because she didn't believe in long-distance relationships, and I wanted to make sure that, him and I were serious before I actually told her, hey, look, I'm in a long-distance relationship with Josh, the guy you met. And when it started getting really serious and we started talking, it was actually to the point where, wow, I actually do have a long-distance boyfriend. That's when I kind of sat her down and was like, by the way, Mom, I'm kind of dating Josh. And she kind of looked at me and said, I kind of figured. And I was like, okay. I mean, at first, she was kind of like, I don't like it, but I understand. And then now she's all like, I love you guys. You're my future son-in-law. I love it.
Mm-hmm. Future son-in-law. Everywhere I turned, it's future son-in-law. Okay. I told my family right afterward. Like, I asked her out like early in the morning, and the next day I told my parents, and they didn't believe me. And they were not supportive at all. In fact, for the first few months, when my mother was talking about me and her, she would say Josh and his friend for the first few months, and it took a while to actually convince them. I told you that, honey.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't.
I told you. I got mad at her for that for a long time, and it took me and Dad to convince her that it was actually a real thing.
See, I always knew Dad loved me.
Okay, anyway.
The next question
What are some things you two have in common? Go ahead, honey. What do you think?
We're both dorks.
Yes.
We're both very ticklish.
She is very ticklish, yeah.
We both have, we're both emotional in different retrospects.
Moving on.
And we're both jealous. We're not jealous of, oh my god, don't touch him, but we're, very, protective people.
Yeah, it's not like, oh, that dude looked at you, I'm gonna go destroy him now. It's like, oh, that dude looked at you, let's see if he does it again, and then I'm gonna go destroy him.
Yeah, it's cute when you do it, though. I know it's cute when I do it. What else do you think we have in common? What do you think? We both love to talk.
We both love to talk. We love to say our own opinions.
Oh my gosh, yes.
We both love to be right, too, and that's a really difficult thing sometimes. Because I'll be like, no, I'm right, and she'll be like, no, I'm right, and that'll turn into a 3-day conversation between us.
And I'm a huge debater, and I'll start pulling up stuff on the internet, back up my information, and I'll start throwing it at him.
She fucking will. She will.
Seriously?
Oh my fucking god, she will.
And he's like, seriously? And I'm
She
like,
will.
yes.
Every freaking time. Every freaking time.
Okay. Question 14.
Alright.
Ooh.
Okay. What was your first kiss like? If you haven't kissed yet, what do you think slash hope it will be like? Well, we have kissed before. We kissed before we even started dating.
Yes.
Um, the first kiss. Man, are we talking about the one in the pool or in the hot tub?
Probably the one in the pool, like our official first kiss, the
Okay.
accidental one, actually.
Yeah, the accidental one because I wanted to kiss her. So I was trying to kind of like, get her to look at me long enough that I could, go to kiss her. But she was being Danny and playing hard to get, and she was kind of messing with me, and she turned her head to the side, and I put my hand on her chin, and she turned her head back when I was going in to go kiss her cheek. So instead, we ended up actually like full blown kissing for a minute.
It was like, I'd say it's like that's, it's like sparks. Like the
You
really
didn't
stereotypical.
move for a minute.
Was, I don't know. It was amazing.
Yeah, she didn't move for a minute. Like she kind of stood there like,
I was awestruck. I was like, oh, what? We're kissing.
all right.
Okay.
What are
What
your
are your
favorite thing? Sorry, go ahead.
What are your favorite things to do together when you're apart? Well, this is one of them now. I like this.
This is fun. We like to
Uh,
plan a lot too.
yes,
We
we
make
plan.
plans about everything.
To be honest, we've made plans about moving in together, kids, a marriage. We basically have a whole wedding plan.
We have plans about everything. We make plans like, hey, by the way, I'm gonna be able to come see you for like this event. Okay, let's start planning it, and we'll spend like a week and a half planning.
Yes. But my all-time favorite thing I love doing with him is he actually sits and writes with me. We'll Skype and then write on the same document on Google Docs, and we actually have a story kinda we've been
We have
working.
a few stories.
Yeah, and it's actually pretty awesome. I love it because I'm a writer, like a huge writer. So he like sharing my passion. And I love
And she is, and people are gonna watch this when she becomes a famous author.
it. No, you have to name something your partner dislikes about themselves, but you love.
Ooh,
Oh,
your emotions. She always tells me, she's like, I have so much emotion. I wish I didn't have, all of this emotion. And I'm like, no, it's a good thing you have all of this emotion. Got the jump cut right there. Bandai Cam hit the 10-minute mark, and I didn't catch it this time. Um, anyway, like I was saying, I love her emotions. She always says that there's too many of them, and there's not. There's no such thing. All of you looking at me right here, looking at me right in the eyes right here. There's no such thing as too much emotion.
yeah.
Okay? Emotion is natural and it's what you should feel. There's no such thing as too much emotion. Okay?
Okay.
Y'all got that? All of our
Alright.
6 viewers.
Okay. So let's see. You don't like a lot of things about yourself,
I don't. I dislike a lot of things about myself.
but my thing would be the fact that you don't think you're handsome.
I
Like he
don't.
thinks that he is like this ugly person who has just like the worst personality and all these problems with him. And I always have to tell him over and over and over again that he is he is the most attractive person I've ever known.
No, I'm
And
not.
I tell him that all the time, and he still doesn't get it through his
I'm
head.
not.
And it's pretty cute, especially when he goes like this with his hair and he doesn't even notice it. It just makes it even hotter. Because he's just
What,
like,
if I go like this?
what's up?
You do realize this is going on a YouTube video and I'm just like this, right?
Yeah, I know, it's okay. They all know I'm here. And then I'm a
Yes.
psychotic girlfriend. So,
Yes, I have a freaking shirt that she made me that says, taken by my murderous girlfriend.
and I have a shirt that says taken by my psychotic murderous boyfriend.
Yes. Anyway,
Yes.
have you
Well,
ever watched a movie together? Which ones would you like to watch together? We have watched movies together, both on Skype and in person.
yeah. So far, my favorite was the one we watched. on our anniversary when we saw Pixels together. Oh,
God, that's such a good
that
movie.
was amazing. Pixels is, I'm not saying anything because if anyone watches this, I'm not giving any of the movie away because it's still new. But ah,
Yes, Pixels is a great movie. I will say, watching Ted 2 with you came really close to topping it, though.
it was
Ted 2
amazing,
is, oh, that's
especially
great.
with like the penis.
You spoiled a part of it, damn it.
Um, if you started your relationship online and then met, what is one thing you noticed that was different than you hadn't noticed before you met? If you started in person, which is the one thing you always forget they do when you're apart? I always forget how tall he is. Okay? Guys, I am like 5'4". I am short.
Not short, per
That is
se.
short. And when he's
Se.
standing next to me, like right now, I feel like, we're the same height, it's okay. And then when I actually get him in person, I'm here and he's at least right there. He is so tall, and I always look at him and be like, shrink, you're too tall.
No, I'm
And
not gonna shrink.
it's just, I always forget those things. And he has bigger hands than I do, which is an attractive thing, but I always like put our hands up close to each other because he's got like huge hands and I have tiny hands. So it always reminds me that I'm tiny and he's taller and like larger than me, which is supposed to happen, but still, like I always forget.
I always forget. It's not like your size or anything. I had this in my head a second ago. Why can't I always forget, like, I just had this in my head. Thank you, ADHD. Um, I always forget, like, hold on. I'm always forgetting the way that she gives hugs. Because no, I'm serious. It's like different than any other way that anybody has like ever hugged me before. Because I mean, I have friends that they'll come up and they'll give me a hug or something like that. But the way that she gives a hug, it's different. It's kind of like unexplainable, but it's different and better. And it's not just because she's my girlfriend and I love her hugs, but it's like something that she does while we're hugging that's different.
Hmm.
Yeah. Anyway,
Have you ever given them something of yours? What was it? Well, you can tell them what you gave me.
okay, I've given you quite a few things, to be honest. Yeah, you can go. She's gonna have to go and get it. I does. Oh, yeah. I had that since I was 6. That got me through every scary moment of my childhood. Yeah, that got me through basically my life. And I sent it to her. And before that, I was never actually, like, even as a 16-year-old, I was never actually able to let that thing out of my sight. And I sent it 878.9 miles away from me.
Tell them what you told your family.
When I told my brother, because it was at one point Danny and I were having a fairly big argument, and I was telling my brother about it, and he said, maybe this isn't working, and I'm like, no, Chris, it's working. Don't get me wrong, it's going to work. And he's like, well, how do you know that? I'm like, because I sent her down Watch, and that's the name of the dog, obviously. I sent her down Watch, and at that point, my brother kind of stopped talking for a second and went, okay, let's see how we fix this. And we spent like an hour trying to fix it.
Yes, and he also said that then he knows I'm gonna be his future sister-in-law because of it.
Exactly.
I
Like,
love that part.
anybody who has Watch, just 100%. Anyway, your turn.
Well, I mean, I've given you a couple of shirts. I gave you a shirt I wore all the time to bed. I wore it everywhere. It's my Cirque Italia shirt. I've been wanting to give him my stuffed animal I've had since I was a baby.
But
But
it's in too bad of a condition. I don't want something happening to it on a plane.
like I'd show you guys, but me just moving Patches, he's gonna like fall apart. Patches has about 50 stitches because
He's called Patches for a reason.
I called him Patches since I was a baby. He actually has the name Patches right here on his.
Well, he's definitely got more of a reason to be Patches now.
Yeah, yes, he's had a lot of open heart surgery. Yeah, I've given him necklaces. The one that he's wearing right now.
Which I haven't taken off since you gave them to me.
I made the red one. I actually have the like it's a guitar pick, and I cut a heart out, and I actually have the heart on this one for me. This is Christmas.
Those. The one that I bought when we were down there last time popped off, so I have that sitting in my room.
And he also has my promise ring I gave him.
I have the promise ring.
And mine.
And her promise ring.
And then this one.
And then that ring. And then like 2 others. Necklaces.
Yeah. Let's see.
What are you doing?
Skipping down the question mark. 22.
What do you think are important qualities for 2 people to have in a long distance relationship?
Communication.
Definitely. If you 2 don't talk, you're kind of screwed. Like,
and it's understanding.
And it's not just understanding of each other, which, I mean, of course you have to have it in a huge sense, but you got to be understanding of the fact, like, I'm in a long-distance relationship, and there are certain things that come with that.
Yeah. Like, an understanding of, like, the fact that, he has to work, so he can't always talk to me. Or he has friends. I don't have friends, so he doesn't have to worry about that. But he has friends, so he has to be able to hang out with them. It's understanding that they still live their lives.
Yeah, there's a lot of trust involved, too.
Oh my gosh,
like,
yes.
When she goes to spend the night at a friend's house and that friend happens to be a guy, I've got to be like, okay, like, yeah, I know that she's not going to do anything while she's there at that house. And for a lot of people, I know a lot of guys who would be like completely freaked out about that.
Yeah.
But I trust her ability to be able to say, yeah, no to any of that.
Yeah. Your favorite memory?
Favorite memory together? It's got to be when I came down for prom, because that was the first time we had seen each other in 9 months.
I hid behind my mom's car.
I drove up, and it was nighttime, and she came out from behind her mom's car. And
I tackled them to the ground almost.
Yeah, and, well, no, she had hid behind her mom's car for, like, 30 seconds, and I was like, Danny. And as soon as I said Danny, she jumped up and, like, came and tried to tackle me onto the ground or something like that.
What are both your dream careers?
No, I've got a few, but I'm going to school for architecture.
I want to be a published author and become one of the best-selling authors. That is my dream career. That, and I want to become a teacher. I don't know if I'm going to be able to be a professor at a college now because I found out they want a PhD, and I don't want to get a PhD.
Well, you said community colleges would do masters, didn't you?
Yeah, I don't know. I have to look into that.
I'm sure that they'll take a best-selling author no matter what.
More than likely.
Speaking of which, if you're watching this video right now, go to Kindle, go on Kindle or go to Amazon and look up Boundaries Within a Heart by Daniel Locke.
Not Kindle, it's Wattpad.
On Kindle, because Kindle will make you money.
Okay, but it's not on there yet, it's on Wattpad.
But it will be soon.
Guys, watch on Wattpad for now, and then we'll let you know later on when the one's on Kindle.
Go to Kindle.
No, go to Wattpad.
Go to Kindle, then go to Wattpad. Go to Kindle, and if it's not there, then go to Wattpad.
Oh, I love the next question.
Alright, what is the next question?
What is something he or she does to purposely annoy you, regardless if it makes you smile? You always always do spelling check, and you always mess up his spelling and his grammar because he knows I'm a grammar Nazi, and I'm an English student, like, major. He always spells everything wrong, so I correct him, and he makes me smile.
Yes, cause she's a huge grammar Nazi, so I'll purposefully, excuse my throat, I'll purposefully spell things wrong so that she can correct them because she likes to.
What is something I do that annoys you, but it's cute?
Honestly, it's the same thing.
But
it's the same thing. I'm serious. Because sometimes I don't even mean to send it. to send the incorrection, and she'll fix it. And it's like, okay, thanks. And it's like, while we're writing and stuff, if I'm typing, she'll go through and she'll fix all of the errors within like 2 seconds of me typing them. And it's not something, it doesn't annoy me a lot, but it's really like the only thing about her that annoys me. Okay, so we have time for one more question, I guess.
Okay.
So question 26. Do you
Do you
have
guys
any nicknames for each other?
We have a
We have.
lot of nicknames.
I've got a lot of nicknames for her.
Our first was Romeo and Juliet. Yes, it's very cliche, but there's a huge backstory you'll hear about the whole Juliet thing. But it was Romeo and Juliet, and then we just like regular babe, princess, all those. But
Let's see.
now
No, I got this. I got
Paradise,
this. I got this.
Lovegood.
I got this. I got this. Juliet, babe, baby, princess,
Angel.
angel, lovely. I think I called you my queen a few times.
No.
No? Okay, I'm gonna have to add that one. Asuna. My sexy future wife, my sexy fiance. And so many more that I can't even remember at this point.
Right now, like I said earlier, he's Mr. Paradise and I'm Miss Lovegood. There is a huge backstory behind that none of y'all ever gonna find out.
Because we're awesome like that. But anyway, that's our time for tonight. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe. If you click on the screen right now, it'll take you to Danny's channel. And then if you wait like 5 seconds and then you click on the screen right now, it'll take you to my channel. And if you wait 5 seconds and you click on the screen right now, then you'll subscribe to this channel. Also, we'll put like buttons up, so it's like subscribe to, or go see my channel, go see Danny's channel, subscribe to this channel. We'll try and do that. Who knows? We'll try stuff.
Okay. He's gonna stop talking now, so bye guys.
Bye.